Today's news. Today's news.
Shockwaves over Attorney General choice.
When it comes to the selection of Representative Gates, I just think it's silly.
GOP takes the House.
Republicans have everything.
Storm gathers steam.
It's going to be pushing into the Gulf of Mexico and move toward the west coast of Florida.
Good morning. I'm Steve Kathan. With the CBS World News Roundup, President-elect Donald Trump has picked Florida's Matt Gaetz for Attorney General. Gaetz is loyal to Trump and a man who's been investigated by both the Department of Justice and the House Ethics Committee. After word of his selection, he resigned from Congress. Here's CBS's Nancy Cordes.
The 47th President of the United States.
President-elect Trump got a standing ovation from House Republicans Wednesday, but they were less enthusiastic about his pick to run the Department of Justice. Florida Republican Matt Gaetz.
Last time, if you have anything good to say very little. The President is smart enough and his team is smart enough to know that Mr. Gaetz will never get confirmed by the Senate whatsoever.
Like many House Republicans, Gaetz is an ardent Trump supporter.
We ride or die with Donald John Trump to the end.
But until recently, Gaetz was the subject of a sex trafficking investigation by the department he now hopes to lead. DOJ declined to bring charges and closed the case in 2023.
I won't be extorted by former DOJ officials.
But the House ethics investigation continued, and multiple sources tell CBS News that 4 women have alleged to the Ethics Committee that they were paid to go to parties that included sex and drugs. The committee has Venmo transactions that allegedly show Gaetz' payments for the women. Gaetz has denied all wrongdoing. If confirmed, Gaetz would be the nation's top law enforcement official, and Tulsi Gabbard could be the nation's top intelligence official. Trump has chosen the Democrat-turned-Republican to be his director of national intelligence, but she's likely to be grilled over sympathetic views she has expressed in the past towards Russia and Syria.
CBS News projects Republicans have won control of the House of Representatives with at least 218 seats. CBS's Nicole Killian is on Capitol Hill.
A clean sweep across the board.
We come out of this excited to deliver the America First agenda for the American people.
House Republicans celebrated victory Wednesday night as they officially retained control of the majority, the GOP securing the House, Senate, and the White House.
Isn't it nice to win?
President-elect Donald Trump gave a rallying talk to rank-and-file members. The president-elect also threw his support behind Speaker Mike Johnson, who was unanimously renominated as Speaker for the next Congress. In the Senate, Republicans elected South Dakota Senator John Thune as their new majority leader.
It's a new day in the United States Senate, and it's a new day in America.
Thune beat out Texas Senator John Cornyn and Florida Senator Rick Scott. Scott lost in the first round despite vocal backing from Trump's top allies, although the former president didn't express his preference.
No significant rain is in the immediate forecast as firefighters work to try to get the upper hand on a major wildfire along New York's bone-dry border with New Jersey. CBS's Tom Hansen.
The Jennings Creek fire has burned nearly 4,300 acres, about half of it now contained. On the northern end of Manhattan, a new brush fire began yesterday, scorching trees and blanketing parts of the city with smoke. There have now been more than 200 fires in the city in the last 2 weeks. New York's Long Island not spared either. Multiple wildfires breaking out there too. One of them, police say, started by 20-year-old Jonathan Quiles, a volunteer firefighter who was charged with arson.
A system is forming in the Caribbean that forecasters expect to intensify into a tropical storm. Weather Channel meteorologist Stephanie Abrams.
It will eventually make its way into the Gulf and could impact Florida next week. Thankfully, the models have come down on intensity. That said, if you live in the Sunshine State, I still keep a close eye on it.
The satirical news outlet The Onion won the bidding for Alex Jones' InfoWars at a bankruptcy auction backed by families of Sandy Hook school shooting victims. Jones owes them more than $1 billion in defamation judgments for calling the massacre a hoax. He plans a legal challenge. 4 minutes after the hour.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these dash cam news adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 49 degrees in Fairfield.